Hello everybody, welcome to your Monster Train Daily Commute. We're still keeping it the Monster Train Morning Commute because MTMC is a much better acronym than MTDC. Or is it? What do you think, MTDC?
It sounds like ACDC.
It sounds a lot like ACDC, yeah. They might not like me for that, so. Anyway, whoa, that's the highest score I've ever seen in 19 minutes. I cannot believe that that's a thing. So, let's go ahead and see what we got here. Friends, no one's played it yet, that's fine. Hey, Yamojo, if you're watching this, watch this first and see what happens. Yesterday's challenge, we got thrashed at the last second, and I told Yamojo not to play it, and he didn't, and that was wise. We ended up at 713th out of 2,000 people. So, like, we were still in the top 50%, but that is a scary daily. To be fair, there's a lot of these that are just like, we started it, hated it, and left it. Like, there's so many 250 point scores here that are just like, we didn't even try. So, you know, that's a thing, I guess. Yeah, it looks like the bottom 500 people might not even be a thing. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so, here we are. For today's daily, instead of that garbage one we had, we've got Shardtail Queen, who I like, and Melting Remnant with the dregs as our off-put. That's fine. Hive Mind, all units count as all subtypes, which means that everything's an imp, which is great for our Shardtail Queen. Brawl, friendly and enemy units get +5 and +10. Yikes. And Acid Rain, everybody takes 2 damage. Now, the Acid Rain means that it's not going to be nearly as bad as it was before. Brawl means that Acid Rain does likely nothing. Hive Mind plus this character could do some really nasty stuff, especially if we manage to get the reduced cost to Implings. To Imps, sorry, that means that all of our creatures get reduced cost on the same floor as her. I'd like that. I like that a lot. So, to start things off, we've got a deck that's got nonsense. We're adding Fortify, we're adding Entombed Explosive, we're adding Battering Ram. This is pretty cool, actually, because if we get the one that whips imps, then we also whip the Entombed Explosive, which does additional damage. We could probably one-shot a boss that way. Talos, the Architect. She attacks. Every turn it pushes units back. And enemy units enter with armor 5. Okay, Fell. She adds Scourge to card. Oh, I hate this one, but fine. And then Seraph the Temperate. Everybody answers with Sap 3 and adds more Sap. Cool, whatever, dude. Not a big deal. We'll have to see what ends up happening here. Let's go to the Hurdles' Horde and then see what happens from there. Friendly units gain Rage 3 whenever they lose a stack of Burnout. That does not... Like, that's not all that interesting to me, because we got 3 units with Burnout and none of them are all that good. The Hammered Chestplates just make our guys tankier, which is important because Brawl gives our opponents +5 damage. Having a little bit of extra tank will help to kind of offset the fact that that's more powerful for our enemies than it is for us. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. Because in this particular daily, all units count as all subtypes, that means that everything that we put down is an imp, which is the big kind of situation right now. We can make everything cost 1 less. Now, we don't have any creatures that cost really, you know, like, we've got Train Stewards, which could be effectively free, which makes this character pretty interesting, but we could also have it such that she throws units every single turn. The problem with this one is that once you run out of fuel, which will happen quickly, you're out, right? Like, that's it. You got no more, you got nothing left. I think we're going to go with the Imp Parade, because by the end of Imp Parade, we get the Welder Imp, which allows us to really make good use of the Battering Ram. Yeah, I think that that's the way we go here. Plus, I mean, everything just being super cheap from the get-go is nice. We should be able to just manage. Whoa! Okay. Let's do some calculations here. So currently they are doing a lot of damage. You can take 2 attacks, you can take 2 attacks. You can take 2 attacks, you can take 2 attacks. Okay, no, you can take 1 attack each. You take 2 attacks before you die. So how do we do this? Okay, so we put you down. Everything's free in our hand now. Excellent news. We definitely want you to die first. Because you get attacked, you kill a person. No problem. I think we're happy putting down a real imp. Although we should have... I think we're going to save the Queen's Impling for later. Beautiful news. Okay, so we're killing one of them, and that's it. And that doesn't bother me nearly as much as you might think it does. Okay, on this floor, everything's cheap. So we can summon both of these imps. fortify twice. We're not going to do anything with this. In fact, you'll just die in 2 hits anyway. So, I think we just battering ram here. Get the extra kill? Yeah. Okay, and all you guys are already upstairs on the next floor, huh? If I put down the Queen's Impling, first guy's dead. If I put down another Queen's Impling, last guy's dead. And you're dead. Okay, cool news. This means we can go ahead and slam you here. And we're going to hold off on slamming down anybody else for right now. How are we looking? We're not killing you yet. That's fine. Double fortify. This won't do enough, sadly. Okay, cool. Let's set up our next floor then. We didn't quite get that one to work the way that we wanted to, and that's fine. The good news is that we still got you dead. Like, you are super, super toast. So, we managed to avoid damage to our core, which is important. We didn't kill him on the first floor, but on the second one, and it's still a decent number of points. That could have gone a lot worse. Fledgling Imp is neat, but we're not going to need it, is my current feeling. And ascending units is a great way to kind of recycle them, make use of them elsewhere, that kind of stuff. But we don't have the ability to really make good use of it, and Vent is just so unbelievably difficult to make work, unless we give it the magic power increase. If we get the magic power increase, it could drastically increase our odds of making it actually useful. I actually do see Vent as a potentially good out for us right now. Then out of these, apply stealth 2 to friendly units is cute, but not necessarily what I want. I kind of want my imps to die. Drip Fall is far more interesting just because it adds dazed, which is really, really powerful against bosses and against everything, really. Legion of Wax, interesting. The fact that you are in a brawl situation means that Legion of Wax is a one-floor wonder. I'm okay with this. So how do we make this work? If we go down the spell route, we can potentially get some benefits. I think that getting the Vent up a level or 2 is a good plan. If we go down the creature route, we get a worse draft, I think, in terms of the creature draft. But we can upgrade our Legion of Wax to be potentially a game winner all on its own. Do we get to do that? What's our choices next time? We would rather go down the right side to get the extra money and the extra artifact chance. Then after that, spells aren't exactly appealing. We might not get creature bonuses until after Talos, if we don't get this now. And we'd rather go down this side anyway, because of the Horde, huh? How about this? We go spells this time, then creature, then artifact next time, kill Talos, then removal, duplication, and that? No. Look, if we don't go creature now, I think we're screwed. So we're going to go for creatures now. Out of these, look, I don't have a whole lot of happy thoughts about either of these two right now. The Paraffin Thug is cute, but, like, it's not that good. It's not that good. It's not real good. Reason being, look, if it kills something, yeah, you get 20 gold. But, like, you have to pump this thing up to be your absolute monster carry to do that. And I'm not sure if that's the way I want to go. Lady of the House doesn't have much going on for her either because we didn't go for the other artifact. I think we skip here. If you wanted to go for the route where Burnout was a thing, you definitely pick up Fade's Dagger. This is interesting. Legion of Wax is now a very big boy. And plus 25 HP, huh? You know what? Plus 5 and 10, huh? I think we have to skip at this point. The large stone is excellent, right? But now it needs to actually hit hard. So, Legion of Wax is going to need multi-strike to be good. At the start of the battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's not like they have 11 HP and a bajillion damage or anything. We got what we needed, though. Legion of Wax can go up here easily. They're doing a ton of damage, not dying in return, though. I think what I need to do is set up down here. We can't set up trains through there, so we're going to set it up here. Okay, this is going to be real wacky. We're going to take a bunch of damage to our core, and the large stone is kind of the reason why that happened. Live and learn, I guess. Here, take this. Then sign one of those down. That should kill that one. Yep. Okay, we're killing 2 of them now. That's a good start. What happens if we do this? And then this. We're killing you. Okay, good news. Good job, Implings. Just a ton of damage. Just goes to show that I have no idea what I'm talking about. You are going to die. Excellent news. How about we just make sure that we've got another floor set up here. And we let these two kind of cycle for right now. What are you doing? 77 damage. That's all you got, huh? Okay, so I suggest we toss out one of these, and we cry on the inside as we realize that that was not enough damage. Okay, bad news, everybody. And our next hand is going to be full of garbage, which sucks. We couldn't get to the back row there. Even if we do this, it's 6 damage. It's not nearly enough. Like, they're not going to make it to the next floor. That's not a problem. Burnout 2? Yeah, you'll live long enough to be able to do some damage. We got so close to killing them. I hate this game. Alright, well, look. Some things sometimes happen. Look, at least we did terribly on this floor, where the points aren't as drastically lost in one. Like, that means we're not getting top 10. I'm not too worried about that. Multi-Imp here is not strong enough on its own to be really worthwhile. Ritual Battle is exceptionally good. It's just a bit expensive. I do think that it's well worth our time. It's just difficult to justify when we don't have a super carry yet. I think we can skip happily at this point, which is, again, maybe upsetting, but Molded here can be really, really helpful to help get certain units back if they die, like the Entombed Explosives. I like Molded. It's a powerful card. Let's grab it. It allows us a lot of flexibility, at the very least, right? So we've already upgraded our creatures. Now, I did say I want to go this way, but now we actually need the Pyre health. So, this is fine. Multi-Strike. Booyah! We've now made the Legion of Wax an absolute monster. I'm okay with this. We don't need any other upgrades here. I'm happy to just use this to remove Train Stewards from my life. Forever and never to be seen again. Goodbye. Arrivederci, stupidissimo. Now, what we got over here? Purge unit, get an upgraded version later, or purge a spell, get an upgraded version later. I'm actually okay with the purging spell here. Battering Ram is good, don't get me wrong, but we're not able to really use it right now. We'll be able to use it a little bit later on once we got the Welder Imps. So I'm happy to go ahead and purge that for now, and then when it's useful, we'll have access to it with a big upgrade to it. So that's fine by me. Alright, Talos, let's go. Talos, I appreciate your sense of style. I like all the crystals you got going on here. I don't understand how you fly. Crystal wings should not fly. That's not how that works. I've played enough Hollow Knight to know that crystals fall, and they fall fast. So, at this point, they come in, they got a little bit extra armor. I'm not too worried about that. We can put the Legion of Wax downstairs on the bottom floor. Right? And then just put Shardtail Queen literally anywhere else. But that's not how we work. So, we're going to do this instead. One man dead. Excellent news. Let's see. You're currently killing 1, 2 to kill. You do need both to kill. I'll put out the Dreg for right now then. Just to do a little bit of extra damage and kill the other guy. You should see the other guy. Okay, again, Fortify. Okay, double Queen's Impling here. It's not a bad plan. That Dreg does actually quite a lot of damage. So I'm very pleased to do it like this. Then use all 3 of our energy to just roast as hard as we possibly can. Cool. It at least did something. We can't play creatures anywhere else, so this is fine. Okay, now she's going to attack and send back the front one, right? So, unless if we daze her. Boink, no attack for you. See? Drip Fall, it's really good. Entombed Explosives, goes out, die. No problem. Put on another Impling, no problem. Train Steward, just slam him up there and call it a day. Get the Dreg out there and call it a day. And you're super dying. So, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're super dead. So, Molded. Right now, what do we have that's in our Consume pile? We got Entombed Explosives. Those are really good to mold. I'll grab one. If we just put that in front, it'll die, which is good. Doing an additional 4 damage is not going to make a big difference or anything, but, like, hey, it's something, I guess. And you might as well pop up here to do some damage, huh? Like, anybody that makes up this middle floor just straight up gets ripped apart. So, I'm not too worried about that. I could drip fall you. I'd rather you took that 50 damage. So let's go ahead and play it this way instead. And then put this Train Steward up here so it's out of my deck. Cool. Final wave, huh? Molded, returning. Grab one of the Entombed Explosives that has already gone off once, so that way it can take a couple of hits for the rest of my units. Apply Drip Fall. 287, so close. Sadly, not enough. So that's the end of our imp train, really, sadly. That's okay. Starting next, like, section, we're gonna have fledgling imps popping out, and it's gonna just be a whole ton of damage, which is great news. And you're dead. Like, we don't even need to work at it. The second Legion of Wax kills you. This Legion of Wax is an absolute monster right now. So, at this point, double the amount of armor on a unit is really, really good. Double the amount of rage on friendly units means that we can do a ton of damage. Considering what we kind of have building up right now, it's remarkably potent to go for the reinforce to double the amount of armor on a unit, I find. So that's what we're going to do. Then, out of these, with Brawl, there's some interesting things you could do with Lady of the Reformed if we had gone down that route. That's not what happened, sadly. Branded Warrior here would be good if we went down the Rage route, and it seems that we've gone down the worst route possible. Let's go for width here. We can always use Maroon for more imps. So, at this point, do I want to go down this route, remove some cards, and duplicate a card? Not particularly. I like the removal a lot. The removal is very, 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 very good. I would like to increase the capacity, like the abilities of some of my spells right now. We're pretty happy to just remove this from my life. There's a really good deck archetype in here with Burnout. I can see it already. Holdover. Look, we can apply that to Fortify, and it would do some good work. We could do that to Molded and get back 2 imps a turn, which is, like, really good. What's more powerful? Considering we're dealing with Sap, I think that Holdover Molded is actually extremely potent. Getting plus 20 magic power on the vent means that it just works the one time I need it to work and kills a floor, which I'm happy with, and then having Molded be free every turn would be sick. Or making the Reinforced be a bit less. Let's go ahead and make the Molded free. The Reinforced we're not worried about right now. It's kind of a dead draw for the next couple of floors, but that's fine. If we want to get the Welder Imp, we have to go straight up Shartail Queen, as hard as possible. So that's what we're going to do. She'll be summoning Fledgling Imps every single turn. That means that she's going to start getting very powerful very quickly. They have multi-strike this time. This is typically what kills you in this particular daily. When you got Brawl as an issue, this could pose problems. Okay, so Shartail Queen comes out. She's taking way more damage than she has HP, so no. We put out the Legion of Wax down here. We put out the Shartail Queen up here instead. Tell you to calm down, and then play the Molded Holdover just so that way we get it again next turn. Okay, everything up here is dying. Excellent news. I'm okay just casting all of these imps. Might as well cast Molded Holdover because I can. Get that out of my face. Look, dude. You could tank a couple of hits, keep her dude alive, or you could let this guy die and do a little extra damage yourself. I know what I like best. Here's where things get interesting. I could start... Ooh, if you were... Okay, so we can get the Entombed Explosive here. I have to remember not to summon dregs on the same floor as everything else here, because it's causing issues. Might as well put the Entombed Explosive up in front, and the Fledgling Imp doesn't have anywhere to go. So, yep, that's the end of that then. Okay, there's no such thing as space down on my bottom floor anymore. It just does not exist. You're not dying, but that doesn't bother me all that much, because I can just do this. And then there's Rage everywhere, which is great news. Continue to apply Fortify to our main unit in the back here. Might as well Molded Holdover, grab the Entombed Explosive again. Can I even put it anywhere? Yeah, I can put it up here. It'll die, but it's not a big deal. The vent here is a big get. The vent here is a big get. Cool, a brief respite. There's still not enough room down here. So we're going to go up here, Fortify. We're going to Fledgling Imp once. We're going to Fledgling Imp twice. We're going to Molded. Fledgling Imp thrice? This top floor is going to hurt. Okay. We have enough room to slam this guy, but we really don't want to do that, actually. And Reinforce, we might as well just play it to consume. So she's got as much armor as possible. And this floor's dead. look, floor's dead, floor's dead. I'm not going to go ahead and complain about that. Turns out that when you make Legion of Wax an absolute beast of a monster, yeah, it'll rip entirely with the best of them, by itself. What do? Whenever you play a unit, a random card in your hand is reduced to 0 until played or discarded. Hey, that's good. Considering how many units we're playing every turn, we effectively just get a bunch of free spells. I'm down with that. Inflame is really good. Impressive is stupidly good. I really like the idea of Impressive right now. Just because we have so many imps. It's effectively just toss an imp out the window and deal a bajillion damage. I like that. I hope everybody does. Votavary being free draws you just 1. It goes out there, does some cute stuff. Problem, we're not dying fast enough. So I'll skip for now. Alright, what do you got for me? So what you got for me? What are you doing? Restores 2 health to your pyre every time you use it. Hold on to it, dude. Like, make it free or something and then we'll talk. Because as it stands right now, pay 3 mana, get 2 HP to your pyre, and also do some damage maybe. No. Alright, at this point we got enough money that we can go down mana. We can go down spell route and artifact route. Rage Agent and additional +1 per stack. It's either that or the extra energy. I think we're gonna go for the resonant shard here just to make sure that we've got damage, like for sure. Permafrost on reinforce would be stellar, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Add an additional +20 magic power and consume. No, we can't do that. We could reduce the cost of one of those cards, or we can re-roll and see if we get lucky, which we did. I'm more than happy to go ahead and add in the +10 damage to the impressive, since that's 50 damage with the tune. That's a far more cost-effective way to make that nuke work. Get a random Hellhorn consumable card, random Awoken consumable card, or Melting Remnant consumable card. I think we'll go for the Awoken. It's Wildwood Sap. It's a big skip. Sadly, Hellhorn? Maybe? We got lucky? Consume and add Rage 3. Skip? Maybe we get lucky and get a 3rd pick? No. Oh, it's still intact. We got 3 for 3, and we still didn't want it. We effectively got 30 gold out of nowhere. I don't know what to tell you. We didn't want any of the spells. Okay, the good news is that we can go ahead and make a spell cost 1 less. This means we can make Reinforce cost 2, which is pretty good, or make Drip Fall free, which I also like, because that allows us to, later on, add double stack to it, which means Daze 2, which would be stellar. How do I want to make this work? I think that Reinforce being 2 is strong. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen. We're now nearly out of money, but that's fine. As long as it's Stealth Lady, and it's not. We're in a good spot. So at the start of the battle, enemy units appear on each floor. The problem with this one is that the boss has sweep. And that, or don't the big guys have sweep too? Oh, we're about to find out. You have harvest. That is not good. Legion of Wax up here. Legion of Wax here. Don't mind if I do. Everybody upstairs is dead. Good news. Put out a Queen's Impling. You getting +20, huh? 7, 10. We could keep the floor alive a little bit longer if I just do this, and then that way you're just taking 43 damage instead, which is great news. Okay. I could roast this for 20 and get the kill, which would be nice. Okay, everybody on this floor is taking some damage, which is great news. Fortify. We could reinforce here. It'd be free. It's worth it? Maybe not. Okay, now we're killing 2 out of them. It's a shame. But if we want to get the majority of points we need, we have to vent up here. Oh, that hurts my soul. Alright, get this Train Steward out of my life. And then, do we want to reinforce now? No. We'll hold on to that for now, because it's free and it's already perma-frozen. Okay, now what? Okay, Fortify. Let's Impressive. No. Don't Impressive yet. Wait, yes, you have to kind of Impressive now. So, blow... It doesn't matter which one you blow up. They have the same... They effectively have the same amount of HP. Blow him up. Gets a kill there, nice and easy. Put out the Entombed Explosive. Extra damage. Fledgling Imp to do a little bit more damage. Cool. I don't want to feed you more armor. But then this way you do take at least a little bit more damage. Yeah, that's something. Do we want to reinforce now? Nope. We don't need to. So let's not. This is a tricky one. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, cool. We're killing all the damaging stuff here. You're dying. So we just need to focus on this floor. This is great news. Okay, so fortify. If we drip fall, let's see. Either one of you, honestly, would be fine. Let's play a unit first. Drip fall. Okay, molded. Does grab some interesting stuff, to be fair. And I'm happy to apply rage and some burnout here. Because it still does more than enough damage and apply some rage where I need it, which is nice. We might as well double you up now, because I don't see any reason not to. And then we can kill you for sure. And get you out of my deck, which is nice. Okay. 45. Molded. Grabbing Fledgling Imp. Adding Burnout 1. Which is nice and simple. Toss him out there. Do a little bit of that damage. Blast him. Still not dead. He will be soon. And then put out another Fledgling Imp here. Cool news, everybody. Okay, we probably do not have you killed on this first floor for a variety of reasons. Mainly because you sweep, so you don't care. At this point, blow him up. Add another Fledgling Imp. Drip fall him. Okay, we've done a lot more damage now as a result of all this. However, we probably could have put an Entombed Explosive where it mattered. I am going to go ahead and grab another Fledgling Imp here. And slam him upstairs, such that by the time that he gets up there, he'll be fine. Okay, upsetting. We could not kill him on the first floor, but our run is good. It's just that this guy had sweep. Like, that was exactly a counter to what we had going on. Which, you know, big firm. Here's a cool idea. What happens if I put it on an Entombed Explosive? And impress him? Might as well daze you. Okay, and we could easily just toss on 2 Fortifies here. That was probably the single most powerful thing I've seen. Let's do that again. So we're going to go ahead and grab another Entombed Explosive because it counts as an imp. Slap him down. Blow him up. Yeah, okay, that's great. I love this combination. Why did I not think of this combination before? We want holdover on both the spells now. Piercing and Branding Right is actually really, really good for us because it allows us to do a lot of armor to a character who could probably use it. And we are looking to get into that particular way of thinking very, very soon. Memories of the Melted, we do get a lot of energy out of it. We have no need for it. We have so many ways to bypass energy issues right now. We're not worried. Heaven's Finest, restore 5 health to your pyre, and that's it. That's a bit of a sad. I was hoping for something a little bit stronger, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We can make it stronger by going down this route here and removing a couple of cards, which we could desperately use. Goodbye, Train Stewards. It was fun knowing you, but the two of you are not helpful anymore. Let's check the shopping list before we go into the Concealed Caverns. Let's 20 magic power and consume, huh? Wow. Absolutely not. Permafrost. Put on the battering ram. It's fine. Okay, upgrade a spell to cost 1 less. Branding Right could cost 1 less, and I'd be quite pleased. The other option is I can re-roll, see if we get lucky. We did not. We might as well make it cost 1 less now. There's nothing else to it. Okay, great. Look, we leave. Let's see what's inside the Concealed Caverns. See if we get lucky. So, we can get +1 on each floor, +3 on a random floor, or +15 magic power. That +15 magic power is very potent for one spell in particular. That ends up being close to 15 times 5, which is 75 extra damage. It's a lot. It's a lot. The -1 on each floor doesn't hurt me as much as one might think. Oof. It's a tough call. I think the magic power is actually very potent, though. I'm willing to give it a shot. That allows us to use vents with no issue. It could be at 0 mana, and I'd be fine. And it would do 35 damage, which is exactly what you need to wipe an entire floor of all the scum. So that's fine. Like, if we had a vent this turn, I'd be solidly boosted on it. Now, we can't Legion of Wax this turn, which is super sad. Oh, wait, we can! We can, because it costs 0, because we put that... Yeah, okay, cool. Look, Flicker's Liquor is my favorite. I'm very happy for it. Okay, we do this. We then play the Fledgling Imp. And this Imp, because it's an Imp now. We're gonna Driftfall you. We have no armor on this floor, so that's a thing. Everybody on that floor is dying, so put the drag up here and then call it a day, really. And every turn this is in my hand, it just gives us 5. Hold on. I misread this. Reserve. With we gave it permafrost. We're geniuses in disguise, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how else to put it. Alright. Then another fledgling imp. Put down one of these impressives. Yeah, because we don't have the holdover yet. Impressive. Nukes that guy into oblivion. Toss down another 2 of these. We cannot reinforce yet, because we don't have any armor on that character. And there's no sense in not venting at this point. Just get it out of my hand. That's amazing. Because we're holding on to this until such time when it actually matters, it makes it cheap and easy to work with. 20 damage. Oh no! Branding right becomes a serious liability at that point, doesn't it? Okay. Look, lesson learned. Shit happens. It does mean, however, that we can kill off our own characters to get the benefits we want out of it. The other additional bonus is that we can still do it once. Develop the armor bonus. Battering ram to get the first kill on the front guy there. Then just get these guys out here. You know what I mean? Like, just get the imps out of my hand. Yeah, okay, so there goes the mana for the turn. That's okay. I'm not actually all that worried. We put down another fledgling imp. We impressive this front guy. We fortify. Molded. Grab another imp. Because that's what it is. Slam it down. Yeah, I'll do the trick. And then get this drag out of my way. Okay. Fortify. Put out the imp. Branding right. This guy, it's 20 damage. Holy crap. I think that's a decent damage spell now. Very strangely. You're taking 133, huh? Okay, we're gonna grab this. Just so we can start grabbing, like, other creatures and just start slamming them down all over the place. Because we have a very full hand right now. The magic locket does come with its downsides. Having reduced room does cause 1 or 2 issues. Not many, but 1 or 2. Okay. Fortify, fortify. Get rid of ultimate penance. Reduce your ability to deal damage. Molded. Do we have one that only has burnout 1? No. This is still a correct creature to draw here, I think. Waves remaining 1. She'll be back next turn. So we're going to do it like this. Play the imp here. That way the branding right's good to go. And then we can remove... remove you from the equation so that way next turn we can actually summon another creature. Can we do enough damage on this floor? That's the question. I think that we are happy to do this. I'm happy to impressive this creature into her face, doing a lot of damage. Molded. Grab the very same entombed creature. Put it down there. Branding right it to give it even more HP somehow. Do this. And Battering Ram sadly does nothing. Hey, you know what? At least it's giving me some HP to my Pyre every turn. We still didn't play that quite correctly, but that's okay. We drift falling. We do not have enough armor. Like, there's nothing I want. This is all very sad. Oh, Battering Ram's free at least. Cool, we did 135 damage. One of these days we'll make Battering Ram work. Apparently today's not that day. That's kind of a miserable score, so we'll have to see what happens. I think that Last Stand now has a lot of validity, just due to the fact that we've got the Fledgling Imps going out there, and being able to double it up is really astoundingly strong. And then we're going to go for Room, again, to kind of offset the Magic Locket at this point. We do not have a lot of money. I would be happy to go down the left side, however, just because being able to remove cards is a good time. The dregs are now an issue because they just clog up the deck. They do nothing. The concealed caverns for us here today. I don't know why I didn't go to check out the shopping list first, but you know, then them's the breaks. When you play a blight card, restore 5 fire health, no need. When summoned, friendly units get +2 for every blight card in your deck, we don't have problems. And playing a blight card deals 120 damage to the front enemy unit. Effectively turning the calcified embers into something useful, and I'm not sure if the Temperate boss gives the blight cards or not. But sure, why not? We'll be able to remove those cards fairly quickly because we can make everything very cheap, very fast. Giving quick to a creature card does not help us. Giving range to a creature card does not help. Do I even want to bother re-rolling? I mean, I answered my own question. I hit the button. Look, we used the last of our 100 gold to purge a card. And at this point, we've removed some of the dregs. Now we've removed all of the dregs. Yay! Now, give me my Welder Helper. Or kill all imp units, deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. This is the right way to play it. Sadly, we can't have the Welder Helper and the ability to toss. That would be super, super good. But what we can do is try to impress it every turn where we can. Non-boss enemies just do extra damage. That's risky, and especially because one of them has sweep. Yikes. We're putting you down on the ground floor, sir. The Ember Drain sucks, but we can deal with it. So, if you come out here, this automatically deals with that, which is excellent news. I've got the mana for this. You're dead now. Excellent news. I think I'd be much happier putting you down here. Yeah, that's a lot of extra damage. Put this out there, cast the molded, and we could use calcified embers now. I think that while the going's good, we're gonna get it. Alright, deck's already made a lot better from that. Remove this from my life. At this point now, we're just gonna stack up on the front guy, I guess. We can keep just casting down here for this. Yeah, I guess. That would kill you. That kills you. But I'm kind of okay with that this turn. Especially because I can just remold you. Get you back up there. Then double the amount of armor that is. And then last stand to get the extra rage on these units down here. We're doing a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. Welder Helper. Fortify. Molded. Grabbing another Welder Helper? For a burnout at once. That way it gets out of our deck immediately afterwards. That's fine. Okay, down here. If I slap you down, you're taking a lot more damage. How do I want to do this? I think I've done this wrongly. Regardless, I think this is still the right way to play. Because you will die next turn, and sure, we're going to take a lot of Ember Drain, but not as much as it might look initially. Okay, where's Impressive when you need it? Seriously. Drip Fall you. Your days now. Enjoy that. Now, down here, how are we doing? This is a great vent situation. Cool, we're killing the front guy. Molded, grabbing the Entombed Explosive, I guess. So we can slam him down nowhere. Never mind. Dude's dead. Not much we can do about that. Actually, you know what? We can do that, and then that solves that problem. Get you a little bit more extra there. Get you a little bit more extra there. And then you are free, but you can't do anything. So just go up there and get out of my face. Okay. Strange happenings are happening to me. Blow up this one. And at this point, we're literally just summoning things here to make them as cheap and as easy to get as possible. Get another one of these Welder Helpers out here. Hey, hey, hey. This is now free. We're going to keep it in our hand regardless, and we can't cast anything down there. So, yeah, we hold on to these. Get an additional 5 HP thanks to the Battering Ram doing what Battering Ram does best. This floor's dead. They're doing 770 damage. It's not bad. Sadly, we got nothing going on here. Here, slap this one down, the floor. So that way I can do this and get even more armor on this guy, and then the next turn I can battering ram for a metric banana ton of damage. That'd be good. So we got a cool run, right? It's working. We will win, in all likelihood. But this needs holdover. Like, that's my big issue. Battering ram goes off and instantly kills it for 743 damage. That's all you need to say about that. If only we could have set that up on the first floor in the first run. Battering ram is cute and all. Branding right is actually bad now. We already have a battering ram and it's doing fine. So we're good. Devourer of Death is kind of cute. We can slap that behind the Legion of Wax, and then that way it just does extra damage when the time comes. I like it just fine. Let's go ahead and just pick that up for that reason alone. It's a good card. Like, it's actually a good card. But we're going to go down this route. Pick up the money. Merchant of Magic, please hold over. Double stack is cute. It's really cute. Especially with the armor 40. Plus 10 magic power on Impressive would be very, very good. But I'm not even sure if double stack is worth it. Now, Dripfall, Last Stand being a bit cheaper is good. It's not guaranteed to go off, and when it does, it'd be nice. Holdover, bingo. So that's what we need. Impressive now having holdover makes it a far more powerful card. Making spells cost less is always good, and I want Last Stand to cost 1. I don't think it matters all that much. Dripfall costing nothing is helpful. Branding rate costing nothing is also good. We're casting so many cards a turn that are creatures that allows us to everything to be free that it's not even that big of a deal. But just in case, Dripfall being a panic button that's free is really, really good. So we'll upgrade that. As far as Hell Venting goes, we could go for a doubled up Last Stand. We could go for double Impressive, which would be really, really funny because then we're doing well over 200 damage a turn with that alone. However, I don't think that there's very much for us that we want to double here. The issue right now is that we don't have any cards that look at this and go, oh yeah, this is great. Reinforce is pretty close to a good card in that respect. Battering Ram is really cute because at that point we could cast 2 Battering Rams in a turn and just do a metric load of damage. In addition to just getting... Yeah, you know, we're doubling up the Battering Ram. Let's go. Just getting 10 HP back a turn. It's nice. Get 5 HP when a 2-unit die, and energy every time a 2-unit dies. That's stellar. And gain 4 stacks of armor each time it's applied to friendly units is also really, really good. I'm tempted to pick up both, just to see if we can't get lucky. If we can get the extra energy necessary and the extra armor necessary to get a kill on this guy, like, right first thing in the morning, I'm happy. And if he puts blight cards in our deck, it's now a damage spell. He did not. It's a big sad. Okay, so we're going to put down our goalie wherever it needs to go, which is here. We're going to put down the Shardtail Queen on the... You're going to die if I put you on the first floor, aren't you? So we're going to have to put you down on the second floor. Branding right to get you up strong enough that you actually survive a turn. And Battering Ram's going to stay right where it is. So... Yep. Okay, now we've got Imps. Imps are going to make this easy. Or easier, at least. Fortify, Battering Ram. Might as well go ahead and slap down the Implings first, I guess? And then the Fledgling Imp in the back. And then Battering Ram again? It would be worth holding on to this Battering Ram, I think. And we don't need to double the amount of rage on creatures yet, because we don't have any. Okay, lots of energy now. Because every unit's a tomb unit. We're in a good spot in that respect. Devourer of Death, you're cute up here. Probably better down here, though. Welder Helper, you're in a bad spot. Dripfall, get out of my face, you. Sadly, we do have the wrong setup for this. Here, let's set this one up, then set this guy up, so that way we're just doing a bunch of damage. Everyone on the floor is already dying anyway. Cool. Okay, everybody made it to the next floor up. But now that we've got our Impressives out, this is going to get a lot more interesting a lot more quickly. Why? Because now we can go ahead and kill our creatures off where we need to. Like so. To immediately set it up with that, this, reinforce to double up the armor, use this to roast the majority of the floor. You're dying? That's exactly where I want you to be. We can use you two down here to do some extra damage. That's good news. Okay. The trick is to make sure that this lady gets as much armor as she needs to be very, very powerful. You're dead. Kind of misplayed that one. But, it does work, still. Put it out there. Now, that kills that one. That kills that one. We're doing 907 damage. If we can just get to a floor where there's no one else in the way, Seraph is toast. Okay, Dripfall the imp out of the way, please. I think we need to put the fledgling imps on these floors here. We might as well cast this now. Get the fortification. Mold. Grab you, I think? Yeah, grab you. Now you take a lot less damage and you've killed the whole floor. Go to the middle floor, you absolute sucker. I'm mad. Okay, impressive. Kill that one. Use branding right to remove this from my life. Welder helper. Use this. Makes one of the battering rams free. We can also grab another welder helper. And just make this a little bit nutty. Because now we can battering ram up here for free. Just remove all the damage I was about to take, and we're doing such a disgusting amount of damage. This does nothing. Wait. Deal damage to friend enemy equals 4 times the amount of armor on all friendly units. No, that just does 15. Never mind. It's 15 because I have base 15 power magic power. Final wave. Okay, so here's the big deal. We molded, right? We grabbed the Legion of Wax. It's the idea here. We put down the Legion of Wax. Suddenly, we're not doing any damage at all. Never mind. Okay, we need to handle this floor still. Like, if this floor goes through, we're having a bad day, right? So, remove you from existence. Killing him. You're still alive for a hot second. It's 1,000 damage. I'm not sure if you noticed, but that's 1,000? Okay, now we're doing still no damage to you. This Seraph is apparently riggedy-wrecking our entire lives. Oh, because of the harvest on the front guy means we're just doing nothing to him. Right on, right on, right on. Okay, hold on. We're still doing no damage. So, demolish this front guy. Welder helper. Molded. We'll get back another welder helper. Put out the fledgling imp. Branding right this guy to get rid of him. We also have 52 energy, I'm not sure if you've noticed. So, battering ram kills him. Battering ram nukes her. We got a second floor kill. Relatively easily, it turns out. Good for us. 41,000 points. Look, it's not bad, but obviously that could have been better. Still, we lived. That's a big change compared to what I expected, so I'll take it. The only really big problem is that we couldn't seem to manage to punch through to deal the extra damage on the floors where it mattered. And we also found ourselves twice in a situation where we could not put our champion down on the first floor, which made me real sad. Still, 65th. We're 10 hours in. That's not bad. It's just not as good as I think it could have been, considering. Oh, and whoever was in first place obviously cheated, because they're gone now. Let's see how top place went. Now, there's a couple of different builds I saw. I'm not even going to look. There's a couple of different builds I saw that came up. One of them was based off of Burnout and making that really work extremely well. I think that could have worked. I think that the armor build that we had was fine, but we didn't build it properly. Let's find out and see if we were correct. So, Short-Tail Queen. You went for the same Short-Tail Queen I did. You still had all of your dregs, and you went for Devourer of Death, and you had the Tombs explosives. Okay. But you still went for Leader of the Reformed. You did get the Blade, which was a good plan. Legion of Wax with Burnout. With Lady of the Reformed in front would be a nasty amount of damage. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Now, you didn't have the shard, the Resonance Shard. Instead, I don't know if you even got it. But that was really, really good. Fortify Sacred Wicks, Drip Fall with Holdover is really, really strong. Go figure. You did have a battering ram, the exact same battering ram I did. That was really strong. Look, you just ended up doing well with your deck, where I did not. I must have played mine badly. Also, I really like this combo. Lady of the Reformed, Legion of Wax, they have Burnout, both of them. And then 14 is absolutely unnecessary. But because of the Fade's first blade, every turn, effectively, they get Rage 3. Yeah, they get an additional 6 damage per turn, which stacks on the Legion of Wax in such a level that they would absolutely rip through anything that came close. And you can bring them back. You can use the Wax and Spike to get even more attack damage and more burnout on them, which works really well. This was the thing I was missing. Also, their deck was thinner than mine and had Impressive going out every turn in a way that mattered. Excuse me. Whereas we seemed not to. Despite having 2 battering rams that were very frequently free, we seemingly could not do the damage necessary to punch through and deal with the boss immediately. Now, that said, we still did well. 41,000 points is better than okay. Okay would be like, we passed by the skin of our teeth. 36,000 points. 40,000 plus points is like, you're good at the game. You're fine. You did well. Artifacts that I think were really worth it. Flicker's Liquor was excellent. I'm not sure if the Frozen Nostalgia was immediately worth it, but, you know, it was fun while it lasted. Probably should have gone for the extra space, if I'm being completely honest. The Devourer of Death did nothing, sadly, for us. It came in way too late. Legion of Wax was really, really fun, but we didn't have the room to play it because we got the stupid hammer instead. Impressive with Holdover was good. Like, our deck was fine. It's just we didn't play it properly. And I think that we could have played it better if we were smarter about our different plays and everything. Still, 2-turn boss rushes across the board for the most part because we couldn't put our champion down on the first floor safely every time is kind of what caused the issue there. Yeah, no, it was still a really good time. Now, I think in hindsight, we would have done it better with a different build. But this was good. Thanks for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. It's been an hour. I'm sure it's been an hour. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed today's Monster Train morning commute. If you did, be sure to let me know. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you want to take anything for this daily to mind, keep in mind that your big thing here is Hive Mind. We paid no attention to Acid Rain, really. Hive Mind is the thing you want to focus on. And more importantly, if you can, try to find that Burnout combo, because that worked extremely well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you folks tomorrow.